Greetings Internet, DDA here, and I know it took me a little bit to get this video out to you guys, but welcome to the budget build for the Conflict Vegeta build that I released a couple weeks ago. If you haven't seen the complete build, please check out the comment section below and look at that build, because we're not going to be going over the full build in this video. We're just going to be showing substitutions for you guys to make for ultra rares or cards that you guys may not have. So while we're doing this budget build and we're making substitutions for ultra rares, it's very important for us to look at what an ultra rare is giving our deck and think about how we can make a substitution that's going to fill that hole, that card slot that is performing a function for us, maybe in a less effective way, but still a similar way. So for example, talk about a main substitution here. I know a lot of you guys don't have this card. This card, Assisted Kamehameha. It's like a freaking, $100 to $150 card right now. I only own one of them because I pulled it. But what does this card do for us? It gives us an unstoppable, unpreventable attack. So a good substitution for that would be Vegeta's Destruction Blast. We don't play these in our build because they're too costly. But if we didn't play a 2-stage costing energy, we could afford to play a 3-stage costing energy that would gain us 2 stages. Destruction Blast isn't unstoppable, but it is hard to stop. There are a lot of things in the game that don't stop it. So it fills that void of Assisted Kamehameha nicely. So of course we play 3 Assisted Kamehamehas. I would make a straight substitution for 3 Vegeta's Destruction Blasts. Next up we have Unleashed. And now, when we talk about ultra rares, if there was one ultra rare in this deck that I would say that you need over all the other ones, it would be Unleashed. Because this is a level hopping build, Unleashed enables you to get up to the upper levels of Vegeta super quick, and it just enables this deck in the best way possible. There's no real true substitution for this card. Assisted Kamehameha, Destruction Blast, that's pretty close, but there's no substitution for Unleashed. But the closest that I could get is by running Clash of Wills. This will level both of you, and it will enable you to have a free level in combat, much like Unleashed gives you. And it can allow for some counterplay as well, because even versus some anger decks, you can say wait until they have 3 or 4 anger and then play Clash of Wills. So they're really only gaining 1 or 2 anger on you. So it's possible to do that. And so this is a big power reduction here. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, we have to make do with what we have. And if you don't have Unleashed, then I feel like Clash of Wills is your best bet. Now, if you're not playing Unleashed, then obviously attached cards in the deck like Quick Blast aren't going to have nearly as much value. There's really no reason to play Quick Blast if you're not running Unleashed. You'd rather play a card with a better effect. For example, Android Headbutt. They have similar damage, well, the exact same damage. Android Headbutt has no cost, and likewise it gets an anger lower or an anger raise. So it gives you anger, so it makes up for kind of the leveling that you're losing by losing Unleashed. And then likewise, it gives you some anti-anger, and it gives you a potential for a crit, which will help you in Dragon Ball matchups, and additional anti-anger. To be honest with you guys, after kind of breaking this deck down and looking at a budget build, I'm probably going to drop Black Searching Technique in my original build for 2 Android Headbutts, because I think this card is amazing in Vegeta. So that's a good substitution there if you don't have Unleashed. Now, keep in mind, as many ultra rares as you have, you should play them. You should play, if you have one Unleashed, play it. Who cares? You know what? It's still a great card. You still have VTP. You can get it, and, just only play like 1 or 2 attached cards. So you want to, kind of shift your deck with the cards you have and make substitutions as appropriate. So, likewise, we have, 2 ultra rares. We got Heroic Dashing Punch, and then additionally, we have this leftover Vehicle Toss. Vehicle Toss is not a card that you want to play from your hand. If you're not running Unleashed, just like Quick Blast, there's really no reason for you to play Vehicle Toss, so you might as well drop it anyway. This opens up 3 card slots for us, so we can make a 3 card slot substitution. So we want, this card gives us anger, and it gives us anti-anger, and it's physical attack. So why not replace that with a nice anger, anti-anger physical attack like Devastating Blow. So this is a great swap, I feel, if you don't have these cards. I was thinking about Wall Breaker in here because of Clash of Wills, because it could possibly make it so the opponent can't gain anger and then you get a free Clash of Wills. But I just don't like Wall Breaker in the current meta. There are just way too many decks out there that counter it. Plus, this deck really doesn't have very much discard banishing, if any. It has none, really. So, Devastating Blow will fill those voids very nicely. And closing up the rear here, we have I'll Dig Your Grave, which, again, much like Unleash, there isn't a card in the game that really is going to substitute for I'll Dig Your Grave well. This card in this deck is used for leveling. So, the best card I could think of to substitute would be Black Reflection. Now, Black Reflection will give you multiple options, and I've said in previous videos how if you don't have I'll Dig Your Grave, use Black Reflection to use the opponent's I'll Dig Your Grave. It's kind of similar here. Goku is running rampant. A lot of other people have Assisted Kamehameha. So Black Reflection will allow you to use your opponent's anger cards, your opponent's Assisted Kamehamehas, your opponent's Sinister Chokes. Like, it'll give you a lot of versatility with this deck. That I feel that, you're losing out on the leveling with I'll Dig Your Grave. Might as well gain some extreme versatility with Black Reflection. So last but not least, we have Sphere, which of course I used, Blue Defensive Effect as my Sphere proxy in the video. So I want to be consistent. So Blue Defensive Effect is Sphere, and I don't own them. So obviously I'll be making this substitution if I play this deck in major tournaments. But the two cards that I was thinking, we play 2 Spheres in this deck. I was either thinking Confrontation or Black Scout Maneuver. Now, this is a tough call, to be honest with you guys, because I feel like both of these cards don't really fit into the nature of the deck. And I don't know which one's better, and it's very difficult for me to make a call between the two. As far as Sphere is concerned, the better substitution is Confrontation, because Confrontation fills the Sphere slot closer to what Sphere actually does for you. However, Black Scout Maneuver is very similar, and it'll also do what you want Sphere to do as well, which is counter the cards that you care about. So why not just Black Scout Maneuver, draw this early game, Black Scout Maneuver the card that you care about. It'll give you additional defense against, like, Red Tandem Attack and Blue Slide and Saiyan Key Burst. So I'm not really sure what substitution you should make for Sphere, guys. I'm leaning more towards Confrontation just because, like, late game, it may be able to seal a game for you. Whereas Black Scout Maneuver only really works if you draw it early. It's just 50-50. I'm not sure, but try it out. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. So that's pretty much it for the budget build, guy. This deck has 13 ultra rares in it. So I gave you substitutions for all 13. And then likewise, I had to drop 4 attached cards if you don't have Unleash. So I showed you substitution for those. So try out the budget build, guys. Check out that list in the comment section. Let me know about my substitutions if you think there might be some better ones out there. Comment in the comment section below. Budget builds are going to be something that I'm going to be doing from now on, guys. And I think this is just something great for the community. So, because, not everyone has ultra rares out there. So, be expecting that I'll be more consistent. I know that I took a little bit to release this video, but I'm going to be shooting them in tandem with the actual deck list video from now on. And so, be expecting the budget build, guys. I want new players to get in this game. I want everyone to be able to play these decks. So, I'm going to show you guys some, the logic behind substitutions that I make. So please don't hesitate to hit that like button if you like this video, and as always, turn your dial to Random Number Gaming for weekly updates for the Dragon Ball Z card game.